Well, fans across the country are mourning the death of Toby Keith, and it has a particularly meaningful impact on Bakersfield, and not just because of his music. 17's Robert Price explains.
I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to road ride.
Toby Keith, one of the biggest stars to come out of Nashville in 3 decades, lost an 18-month battle with stomach cancer Monday night in his native Oklahoma, with his family by his side. Funny, macho, self-deprecating, and intensely patriotic, Keith landed more than 60 singles on the country chart, including 23 #1 hits. He sold 40 million albums worldwide, recording in styles ranging from traditional honky-tonk to pop country balladry to southern rock. Forbes magazine called him country's $500 million man and claimed his personal wealth exceeded that of Jay-Z and Beyonce combined. Keith qualified as an honorary resident of Bakersfield, and not just because he played here multiple times. First, of course, was the country music. His discography of hits had him approaching the same stratosphere as 2 of his Bakersfield idols, Merle Haggard and Buck Owens.
I used to go there and hang out with Buck Owens. Him and Don Rich were the Bakersfield Santa Fe.
His experience as an oil field roustabout gave him the sort of authenticity that fans embraced, and his Oklahoma heritage came through in a city replete with Oklahoma connections. Oil field supervisor Eric Standridge was a fan.
Great American. Doesn't get any better, and we're going to miss him.
It was like a company-wide day of mourning at KUZZ Radio, where Toby Keith's music was a staple every day anyway, but he was being played twice an hour Tuesday. Music director Ken McLeod said Keith spoke to people.
Toby's gift was to be able to talk for every man, but also to make fun of himself a little bit.
Keith went from the oil field to the gridiron, a defensive end for a semi-pro team.
He used to be a big guy. Wasn't so big lately, but he was a big guy and just had that real outgoing personality that you love.
He had that blue-collar image. That's what makes a lot of the people in Bakersfield love him so much, is he's one of them.
Toby Keith's loss, McLeod said, is a loss for the entire industry.
I know how devastated he was when Merle passed away at his age. I mean, they were very close. So now I think there's another generation of artists that looked up to Toby that are going to be missing out on having Toby be there for us.
23 #1 hits, but an attitude that spoke to country music fans, especially those here in Bakersfield. At KUZZ, Robert Price, 17 News.